Welcome to Richard Suttmeyer's 4 in 4. 4 blips on my radar screen presented in 4 minutes or less. My first blip reports that U.S. Treasury yields are on the rise and that the great credit crunch continues. The weekly chart for the 2-year U.S. Treasury note now favors a trend towards higher yields, and on Wednesday the U.S. Treasury will auction a record $30 billion in its latest auction. The weekly chart for the 30-year bond is also in a bottoming pattern. This could be the beginning of a trend that finally marks the end to the bond conundrum. This morning, the Bank of England opened a $100 billion credit facility designed to remove unwanted mortgage-backed securities. This is similar to the program the Fed established in the U.S. A key to loosening up the credit market is the 3-month LIBOR rate, which has not budged from 2.91%, up from 2.54% a month ago. Many mortgages here in the United States are set to reset and are tied to LIBOR. The great credit crunch thus continues as mortgage rates rise. My second blip tracks the COMEX gold, NYMEX crude oil, and the euro. It appears that the bubble for COMEX gold has popped. Quarterly support is at 879.5 with weekly and daily pivots at 935.7 and 944.8 and monthly resistance at 1020.9. The adverse supply and demand dynamics for NYMEX crude oil has resulted in a new all-time high of 117.40 this morning for a test of this week's resistance at 117.39. My monthly pivot is 106.80 with weekly and daily resistances at 117.39 and 117.92. The euro reached a new all-time high last Thursday at 1.5981. My monthly and quarterly pivots are 1.5877 and 1.5916 with daily and weekly resistances at 1.5941 and 1.6400. My third blip is reporting that Dow Theory shifted to positive on Friday. The Dow Industrials closed at 12,849.36 on Friday, well above its February high close at 12,743.19, which shifted Dow Theory to a buy. The close of 12,849.36 was between my monthly resistances at 12,846 and 12,861. The weekly chart for Dow Industrial shows a downtrend. The other major averages ended Friday below monthly or quarterly resistance. 1401.2 on S&P 500, 2496 and 2501 on the NASDAQ, 528.03 on Dow Utilities, 5273 on Dow Transports, 720.66 to 730.04 on Russell 2000, and 390.32 on the Philadelphia Semiconductor Index, the SOX. The monthly chart for the Dow is negative, which supports my longer-term forecast. The next 2,000 points for the Dow is down, not up, and at 13K should provide resistance similar to 14K as it did in 2007. My annual support is at 10,747. My fourth blip looks at the regional banking index, the BKX, as earnings season shifts into high gear for financials. The weekly chart shows that a close this week above the 5-week modified moving average at 81.96 will shift the profile to positive, confirming that the January through March lows will hold through June. I will follow up on Bank of America, which reports pre-market. I'll do that in a blog post. Smaller banks, Colonial Bank, National City, and Sovereign Bancorp are on my radar this week, as these names have fallen like dominoes over the past year. Send your comments and questions to support at rightsideadvisors.com. That's today's 4 in 4. Enjoy your day.